Hey Cachers, Derek here, Baker 6 Clan. Hey, today's gonna be a little bit different. I'm actually doing cache maintenance on one of my own caches, so stay tuned. Alright, so you know that I love Gadget Caches, but you may not know that I actually build Gadget Caches as well. And right here beside me is one of mine. And this one is my problem child. I mean, like Doc said,
because geocachers can't read cache pages.
Because cachers cannot read description pages. In fact, they can't even read certain notes that are actually in these caches. This is like the third or fourth time I've had to repair this, and it's only been out for about 4 months. So I'm actually gonna have a different design that I'm gonna do, and we'll get that fixed up. We're gonna take this down and get it to the workshop. Okay, so we're back at the workshop, or my driveway, actually. Just move all my equipment out here and I work out here. So let's open this up and see what we're having to work with and what we got to fix. I think I already know, but let's just see what we got to do. Alright, so as I suspected, of course these have come out, as we can see here. So let's see if I gotta get this out here. Yeah, so all this is the one that would have actually opened the mechanism, and the key's been pulled out. So now what I gotta do is actually take this top off here, right here, and so I can get to these and get these out, so I can actually start rebuilding it. So originally what I had was, I had this rod here, and the key actually fit into this here, and they would actually turn it and go in there, and they would turn it and it would drop the floor out of it. Well, I actually had these JB welded in there, and I guess over time the weather here in South Carolina kind of broke it down and people would start pulling the keys out. So what I've come up with now is I'm actually going to use these bolts. Now the tricky part with this, one, I got to widen up the hole, so that's not the tricky part, but I have to actually drill a hole in here so I can actually get the cable to go through, so that'll actually pull the mechanism for it to drop. So that's what I got to do now, is just kind of set all the places where it needs to go and widen up the hole for this bolt. Now that I got all these done, now I can start assembling this back together, and then we'll start testing it and make sure it's ready to go right back out into the field. Okay, so now all the bolts are in, and now I got to go in and actually start wiring or putting all the cable in to get everything ready before the latch to trigger. So here's what we got. This cache is called For Every Season Turn, Turn, Turn. So what they have to do is actually turn one of these bolts until the actual lever down here, this here, will actually drop. Now, I didn't show you this earlier. See, really all it is actually a fence latch. See, all it is a fence latch. So when they pull that up here, they pull it, this comes up, and then this drops, revealing the actual container right in here. So that's how that all works. So now I just got to start rigging all the cabling up for it, and then we'll get back to it, start testing it. Alright, so of course this is not the final location of where this is going to be. I'm actually in my backyard, and I'm going to do a quick test to make sure it works. I'm not going to show you which bolt it is, but let's see if the bottom drops out, and then we'll get this right back to its final location. So it's back in place, ready to be found, and you know what? I think this time it might actually last and not get damaged. So, hey, if this is the first time you've ever watched Behind the Cache, click that subscribe button right over here. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Have you ever seen a Gadget Cache like this? And if so, hey, let me know where. Or if you want to copy this this type, go ahead and just let me know. Hey, I hope I'll see you next time right here on Behind the Cache.